Hello everyone, my name is Amelia and I want to tell you guys about my experience. I went to hell. I went to hell and I have got to tell you guys about this because it is not a game. And if you don't believe in God, and if you don't believe in demons, and if you don't believe that the principalities are real, you have got to listen to me. So I fell asleep, of course. So the dream happened when all of a sudden I went to sleep. And all I remember is that I was in hell. And all I know is that I was in a place that was so horrible. It was so bad. I refused to open my eyes and look. I refused to just, you know how, you'll see something and, if you see it, it'll automatically affect you. Like me, like I can't stand scabs and stuff like that look really nasty because instantly it'll make me itch and stuff like that. Well, I refused to look at it. Well, I knew the place that I was in was so bad. I refused to look at it. I just closed my eyes. I turned around and I put myself in a ball and I was like, God, save me. Save me. Get me out of here. I screamed and I begged for God. And all I know is that I felt arms, some type of warmth come over me. Like someone took a big cloth and put it over me. And either it was arms or it was a cloth, I don't know. But at the end of the day, I felt like God, an angel, or something was around me. Because now no longer did I feel like I was not going to get out of there. This warm feeling made me feel okay. And I turned around and I was like, I couldn't see the face, but I did see an image that was really, really shiny, and it was light. And he told me, Amelia, you are not supposed to be here. And I wanted out. I wanted out really bad. He said, Amelia, you're not supposed to be here. And I told God, or the angel, or whatever it was, I want out of here. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be in this horrible place. Please get me out of here. He said, let me tell you where you're supposed to be at. So all of a sudden, he zoomed down, and he zoomed down at my mother's house. So just imagine yourself being, I don't know, on Google Maps, and you're able to zoom down and look down at, into somebody's house. That's kind of how it looked. Like I felt like I was in the air and I was able to look down into my mother's house with a magnifying glass. And I was able to see my mother sitting in her bed on her laptop doing her homework. And I saw my mom's dog running all through the house. He said, that's where you're supposed to be at. Your mother needs you more than you realize. And my mom and I, we haven't had the best relationship, but I guess he was trying to tell me that he wanted me to rekindle the relationship with my mom. And, you guys, it really tore me up inside because I don't think that I had doubts that God was real. But when I was in hell, I had to know there was somebody higher up. There was somebody that was greater and better than hell. So when God brought me up out of there, or the angel brought me up out of there, I said, God is real. He has to be real, because the place that I was in was such a horrible place that I don't ever want to wish that on somebody. And I had to get to the point where I was able to be comfortable enough to tell this story to someone. And then I don't do YouTube videos. This is like something I've never done. But I needed to tell the world that this is real, you guys. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. Look at me. It's not a joke, you guys. I really was in hell. And something brought me out of there. So there's a higher being. There's a higher being. He brought me out, you guys. He brought me out. And I swear, when I say he took me out of that horrible place, he took me out of there. You know what I'm saying? This is a girl that comes from all type of stuff that's happened in my life. You know what I'm saying? And like, I knew God was, you know, something everybody talked about and stuff like that. And, you know, I believed in him to a certain extent. But I believe. If y'all don't believe, like, God's going to have to take you through what he took everybody else through. Because you don't want ever to get to that point where God is like, okay, so she doesn't believe. I'm going to help her believe. Some people, they die. And, you know, and some people God gives a little hint to and they're out of here and they still don't get it. But I get it. I get it. It's real. It's so real. This is not a game. The principalities and stuff of this world is real. Do not let social media and all that stuff get you intertwined and letting you think that, you know, all that stuff is important. It's not. What is important is your walk with God, the way that you treat people. Treat people the way that you want to be treated. And then whenever you live your life throughout all your days and, you know, you just doing your everyday thing, going to work or whatever, or going to school, you act like God is right next to you. Every decision that you make, act like God is right next to you. Okay? And you guys, what's really crazy, I was going out the door today and I had been going through a whole lot or whatever. And, you know, I was just like, you know what? Let me go and get me a Bud Light margarita and some cigarettes, you know, something to ease my mind. Because, you know, I've been going through, I was $45 short on my rent and I asked my old man for it. He didn't give it to me. I don't know. I don't know why. But I guess he didn't have it or whatever. But it kind of hurt me. But, you know, if he didn't have it, he didn't have it. But I was a little depressed or whatever. All I had was like $8 in my account, you know, after I paid what little money I had for my rent left over. So it was just a little weird to me. So I was about to leave out and walk to the store and go get me a beer and some cigarettes so I can just like not think about, you know, the pressures of life and everything. And I was trying to open my door and I couldn't open it. And I was like, why can't I open my door? And so I looked. You guys, guess what was there by my door? The reason why I couldn't open my door and go get a beer? Guess what my landlord bought me? And guess what, guys? It was pink. She bought me a pink Bible. Look at that. Wasn't that sweet of her? She bought me a pink Bible, guys. It's like the sweetest thing ever. So, yeah, and, like, I actually read it, and, like, to be honest, what I read in there, you won't believe what I read. I really feel like God is just, like, speaking to me, and, like, I'm really ready to change my life over. If there's anybody out there that feels what I'm going through, like, we can totally talk. Like, I really wonder if there's people out there that's going through what I'm going through. So I just opened the Bible up, and when I opened it up, the first thing that I started reading was Proverbs chapter 9. And I read the whole chapter of chapter 9 is not long, but what really stuck out to me was verse 13 through 18. And what verse 13 through 18 says, which I highlighted, it says, "A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knows nothing, for she sits at the door of her house on a seat by the highest places of the city." You guys... It's crazy because I'm sitting in a chair at my apartment in the highest place of the city of where I live at. And it's so crazy. Like, and it says to call to those who pass by, who go straight on their way. Whoever is simple, let him turn in here. And as for him who lacks understanding, she says to him, stolen water is sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. But he does not know that the dead are there, that her guests are in the depths of hell. So I called my brothers and my sisters. I was like, okay, I don't know what's going on, what I just read. Like, maybe I should call my pastor, maybe see if, even though God knows I can't remember the last time I've been in church. But to be honest, like, I want to know, I want change in my life. I want to know what the heck I just read from this pink Bible that my landlord gave me. And I want to know what's going on with my life. Like, what is God trying to tell me, So my brother told me, he is a guy that reads the Bible and stuff like that all the time. He's like a prayer warrior. So he told me, that, God was trying to tell me that basically everything that in my life that I'm doing, every way that I act and everything like that, that God watches me. He's there. And then at the end of the day, he is... A woman shouldn't be loud, and, whenever, if somebody bumps into you, you know how we are, girls. We're like, excuse me, did you not realize you just bumped into me? Move. You know us. Y'all know us. We like try to check them or try to let them know that they bumped into us, but at the end of the day, it's not that serious. Like, I have got to realize that people matter. And, like, they watch everything that you do. So I'm going to live my life as if Jesus is standing right next to me. And everything that I say to people and everything that I do, I want them to see God shining through me. And I just want change, you guys. So if you want change too, let's talk. Let's follow each other. And, like, let's do this journey together. Because Jesus is Lord, and like, I want to go to heaven, and I want to bring as many as people I can with me. I'm struggling in this thing just like everybody else, you guys. I smoke cigarettes, and I crave a beer every now and then, but right now, like, this is 2018, you guys, and right now, like, the date is what, December the 3rd, and I am right now making a commitment to God that I'm going to change because I want to go to heaven. This world is coming to an end. And not only that, but like, I want to bring as many people as I can with me. I care about people more than I care about myself. And like, sometimes I feel like that, if I express to people and let them know that I know that, whatever you're going through, I've been there. You're not the only one going through that. That we can all conversate. It'll be a lot better for them. It'll be a lot easier for them to go through what they're going through with somebody to be able to conversate with. I didn't realize that therapy was that helpful. Never been through it. But just talking to somebody, it really helps. It really does. So, I don't know. If there's anyone out there that feels the way that I feel and, is at about the Bible, and you want to stay rooted and grounded in God, and trying to get your life together, and we can all do it together. Like, I'm not perfect, guys. Come on, I don't smoke Newports anymore. I'm trying to stop, so I went to the. So, just letting you guys know, we can do this. We can do it together. But God is so real. Like, at the end of the day, it's scary. It's scary if you're not in touch with God, because at the end of the day, we're all like out here and prone to any type of spirits and the demons and stuff that are always trying to kill and destroy. So I just want to know if there's people out there like me, that are trying to live in this crazy world and trying to do the right thing, but you're always being attacked from left and right. I'm totally there with you. I feel you, and I understand the music industry and all that. They're always here to distract us, trying to get us out of our element. You guys, I love you guys. Get at me, okay? Bye.